Hi, I'm Shell from Shell Sweet Eats, and today I'm going to show you how to decorate cupcakes and chocolate covered strawberries as a gift for your special someone. The first thing we're going to do today is make the frosting. We'll start off with 1 cup of softened unsalted butter. Whip this in your mixer until it's nice and fluffy. And just scrape the bowl down a little bit to make sure that all the butter is being whipped together. Once the butter is mixed, you want to begin adding your powdered sugar. You have 6 cups of powdered sugar, and add it about 2 cups at a time. Make sure you don't add it all at once because it will fly back in your face and create a large mess. Once that begins to mix, you want to add 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract and slowly begin incorporating 6 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. The first step to preparing your buttercream frosting is to add a little bit of gel food coloring. It's always better to add a little bit and adjust the color as you go along. What's common with darker colors is that after it sits for a few minutes, it will darken. It's best to just add a few drops and then allow it to sit and rest for a while. So when you're getting ready to fill your piping bag with frosting, you want to add your tip. Today I'm going to be using a Wilton 1M tip. You can find it in most grocery stores in the baking aisle. So I have a piping bag here. I've already cut the tip of the bag. You want to take your tip and drop it in like this, making sure that it fits through your hole properly and that all of the teeth of the tip are exposed. You can take your bag and sit it over a glass like this so that it'll be easier for you to fill it with your frosting. And for me, I like to secure the bag, twist it just like this, and secure the bag top with a clip. I use pastry clips to clip the bag, but you can also use an ordinary binder clip that you can find in any office supply store. So I like to clip it just like this on the top, just so it's nice and tight so you can squeeze it and apply enough pressure for your frosting to flow through the tip. So this is your basic rosette. You want to start off in the center of your cupcake, placing your tip right above the center of your cupcake and squeezing with a moderate pressure. Once you have a star and it starts to unravel, just move around in a circular motion, letting the frosting fall. Once you get to the end of your cupcake, just stop squeezing and remove your tip. To make your rosette cupcake a little more festive, you can add sprinkles to the perimeter of it. What you want to do is hold the cupcake at the bottom here, hold your bowl at an angle, and slowly dip your cupcake only on the sides. The next technique we're going to be doing is really simple. You're going to make a cupcake like this. You're still going to use the same Wilton 1M tip. You want to take your piping bag and put it in the center of your cupcake, preferably holding it with 2 hands. Apply a moderate pressure and squeeze and slowly rotate your hand so that the cupcake will ruffle out. Once you're done, you can add a few more decorations to it. I have these heart sprinkles, and you can place them on there one at a time, or you can just dip them. To make your chocolate covered strawberries, I found that the Ghirardelli chocolate works best. You can add these wafers into a ceramic bowl and microwave them for 30 seconds at a time to melt them. Don't worry about finding strawberries that are perfect this time of the year. Sometimes you'll find some like these that aren't completely ripe, but once you add the chocolate to it and let it sit overnight, it tends to get a little bit sweeter the longer it sits. So the first thing you want to do is open your chocolates, pour it into your bowl. I like to use about a half a bag to start with. I don't like to pour the whole bag at one time, just because you don't want any of the seeds from the strawberries to get inside of the chocolate once it's melted, because it'll make the texture of the chocolate covered strawberries a little bit bumpy. I take these once it's about half full and I microwave them for 30 seconds a few times until it's smooth. After leaving them in the microwave for 30 seconds, you want to take them out and stir it to make sure that it's heating evenly. You can tell when it's completely melted because there will be no drips and it will slide off your spatula just like this. The first step you have to do is start off with freshly washed strawberries. Make sure that they're completely dry. You can pat them dry using a paper towel or a clean white cloth. You want to take your strawberry by the leaves at the top and hold it like so. Hold your bowl at an angle and slowly dip your strawberry and rotate it around to completely cover it. Once it's dipped, you want to hold it by the leaves and allow the excess chocolate to drizzle off the bottom. And now to add the finishing touches. You can use the remaining chocolate poured inside of a piping bag like this. Make sure that it's still warm so it's easy to drizzle over the strawberries. Cut the tip of your bag really small right at the end so that you'll get a nice fine drizzle. Hold your bag over the top of your strawberry and move your hand in a back and forward motion. Now would also be the time to add any sprinkles you like. As you can see, baking for someone can be quite easy. It's always nice to make gifts with love. I am Shell, and thanks for baking with me. I'll see you again soon.